Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery Outdoors, an LT Wright Forest Trail rendition in CPM 3V. Awesome knife, man. What a great knife. This one came from GRUGGSY over at Legion TACTICOOL, man. Big shout out to him. Thank you so much, my brother, for trusting me with this knife. We'll talk about what I mean there in a minute. Guys, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own life. Now, stats show that number's going down, and it's been going down. But here's the thing. Anything above zero is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. You have a place here. We're back to blue over here, to the chagrin of many. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So here's the deal, guys. This is the LT Wright Forest Trail. All right? It is in CPM 3V. It's 10 inches overall. It has a 5-inch blade, 5-inch handle with a 4 3/4 actual grip. Super comfortable. The ergos are absolutely phenomenal. Now, I'm going to ask Gruggs to put in the comments what that handle material is. Honestly, it looks like G10, but it could be just really, really well built up micarta, and I don't want to tell you something that's wrong. Either way, man, it is super duper comfortable. Now, I like cutting paper, and I like cutting in paper towel rolls or doing the quick cuts. One, it's fun as hell to do, but two, you can really kind of see the not just the sharpness of the knife, but its edge alignment. Beautifully, beautifully done. I got 2 cuts on it clean. Usually I'll get one and then it'll, go 3/4 of the way through. This one we got 2 really, really, thank you for showing it again there, Scab. Appreciate you, son. Really, really good cuts right there, sliced right through it. It has a 90-degree spine. Now, there are many of you who understand why bushcraft knives have a 90-degree spine, okay? There are some of you, however, who do not understand why. Let me just say this. 90-degree spines on bushcraft knives are on purpose. They're for getting duff. You can get duff off of fat wood or whatever kind of wood you want. They're also for striking a ferro rod. And this one throws flames, man. It really, really does. Handles very well. The other thing about this knife that I found very, very cool, the sheath. The sheath is leather, double stitched. It's got a dangler. It's got a belt carry option or a dangler option. Both are just fantastic. I really, really, really digging both of them. Now, here's the deal. Right here, we're going to do a quick cut. That's that 2-inch high pressure airline. It's super thick. The thickness of the blade on this, I don't believe I said it. The blade thickness is 0.156. It is full tang. The knife weighs about 8.3 ounces. It comes with a beautiful leather sheath, like I mentioned, with a dangler option. Now watch right here, guys. A lot of times with this 2-inch high pressure or 1 3/4, I'm not sure what the diameter is, but I do know it's a 1/4 inch thick, and I do know this knife went straight through it like butter. Better, honestly, than 95%, 98% of the knives I've tested. Here's that high pressure, steel belted sandblast hose. Cut straight through it, son. No problem whatsoever. The knife handles very, very well. Very impressed with the overall ergos of the knife, how comfortable it is. You see a good look there. That spine is rounded on the handle and then goes to a 90. Perfect transition. Really works well there. Really fits the hand there. Here's that 2-inch ratchet strap. Quick pull to test the tip. No problem whatsoever. And guys, here in a second, I'm going to tell you right now, here in a second, we pop the trunk. And whoo, when we do, y'all going to be impressed. I'm telling you. Right here, we're going to do the John Peters stab test, where we just stab the sidewall of my old truck. It's all steel belted. It's all 1/4 inch thick. I believe we get 4 pieces solid right here. No damage to the tip. No damage to the edge. The handles hold on good. I did the Donnie B All-day throw it at the stump test, the Donnie B All-day drop test, and we're doing the John Peters stab test here. All of those will test the tip, test the balance and all that, but they also test the handle scales. LT Wright knows what the hell they're doing. I'm just telling you, I've got a whole playlist of LT Wright. It is my goal to try to demonstrate or review or whatever you want to call it every single LT Wright ever made. And guys, this review is a little longer than most simply because I just enjoyed cutting with it so much. Comfortable in hand, and I've said it many times, I'm the most redundant human on earth, so let me say it again. The more a knife looks like a knife, the more I love it. Now it's got that nice drop point right there, and look right here, watch this. That might be as quick as we've gone through zip ties on this channel. Again, just showing you some different grips. Man, super comfortable. You're going to see a lot of wood processing in this video. Now, I didn't chop. If you want to check out a real good hard use video, Gruggs himself put this knife through its paces. He chopped a 4x4 pressure treated 4x4 in twain. Then he batoned with it. Again, no edge damage there. He really put it through its paces. And normally I would do a lot of chopping with a lot of knives just to see how it handles. I didn't with this one. I figured Gruggs handled that. I want to cut every kind of medium I can cut. We do a lot of wood processing. We're going to have a Friday Fatwood Fire at the end for Gruggs and Legion Tacticool and a couple other people there. But I just wanted to process up wood. And again, this thing is such a joy. That's some of that old box store, big box store firewood that you can buy. It's for some godforsaken reason. One of the gas stations had it the other day, and I'm like, it's 112, whatever. So I bought 2 bundles of it. It's perfect for what we're doing here. But that's some hard-ass hardwood right there. Now watch this. This is a strap. I think this is like an 1 3/4 ratchet strap. The knife just blows through it, okay? Just right through it, son. Just cuts through it like it ain't there. Now, this one's a little thinner than our normal 2-inch, but still, it's ratchet. And I'm going to show y'all so you can get a good look. Look at that. That's a toe strap, son. Anybody can find that on the side of the road or anywhere, and you can test your knife on it. Watch here. We're going to get 2 pieces right here. Zip. We got to go one more time. But I'm telling you, son, that is impressive. I kept standing on the damn thing, which isn't impressive. Now, here's that 3/4 inch high-pressure airline. A little bit of a pull. And for those of you guys who are new, man, thank y'all for checking out this video. Thank you for making it this far in the video. I appreciate you. If you would, hit that like button and hit subscribe. But thank you, first and foremost, for just being here. Now, look right there. We did a quick chop. I like doing this, too, into those high-pressure hoses. It went damn near 3/4 of the way, and we just finished it off right there. And in a few minutes, now here's some more, I believe that's 1/2 inch airline, maybe, like you'd fill your tire up with or something like that. Knife sails right through it. And here in a minute, we're going to do just regular, normal green water hose. Look at that, cut right through it. Here's the bag that the wood come in. I just kept picking up stuff to cut, man, because this thing is so damn sharp. And I did my same thing. I start the video with a paper test. I end the video with a paper test, no stropping, nothing like that. Here's that regular green water hose, like it wasn't there. Now, here's the big boy. Here's the bad boy. Here's the 4-inch right here, right through. Look at that. That's incredible. Now, doing it this way is a little tougher. It always is, because it's a 4 or 5 inch ratchet strap that I found on the side of the road in a mud puddle, and it's got all kind of shit all over it. But the knife winds up cutting it. This, I'm telling y'all, LT Wright makes a damn sharp knife. They just do. And they heat treat their stuff. Again, it's a 57 to 59 Rockwell. This is CPM 3V, so it's a quality steel. It's going to hold that edge. And right here, this is that plastic water hose with a canvas covering. It can be a bitch to cut too. The knife handled it perfectly. Now, GRUGGSY'S got a lanyard on it. Fits good. Here's some denim. We did a cut. Now, Miss Lacey had a recommendation. She said if you really wanted to check a knife out, roll up some denim tight and try to make several cuts. And that's something we're probably going to do here in the future. But right here, we're cutting so many different things. I thought, you know what? Let's just cut some denim. And again, guys, if you're in an emergency situation, if you're hunting, if you're fishing, if somebody gets hurt, you come up on a wreck, you want to know that the blade in your hand can cut denim. And this does a fine job. Really, really impressed overall with the just overall sharpness. And I was really impressed with the edge retention. I honest to God was. We'll do some light batoning. We did a lot more. I did a lot of shaving up fat wood, stuff like that. Now this is what I want to show you. This is a very, very thin piece of that hardwood. But I wanted to baton it up to show you how we shaved this thing down. It's probably not a quarter by quarter. Well, it's probably half by half inch, by half inch by half inch square. And this knife processed it like it wasn't sitting there. And it's hardwood. It's got knots in it. It's got all that stuff. And then we just kind of reached around and kept picking up kindling and stuff like that and some bigger pieces. Well, we might have batoned a little more than I thought we did. But here's the deal. There was no edge damage. I believe I'm going to give you a good shot of the edge here in a minute so you can check that out for yourself. But no shock in the handle. That's another thing that I was impressed with. There's knots in this piece. You can see when the knife gets stuck or you got to tap it 3 or 4 times, you're in a knot. Or at least on this channel, you're in a damn knot. So that's a good way to test the knife. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, what kind of stance I got working there. I got to work on that. I know that. It's like I'm constipated or something, son. What are you doing? Ain't no telling, old Scab. Here's a piece of that old hacking bush, that just tough wood right there. Goes through it, no problem. We processed it up. Processed a lot of wood. I knew we had, but we processed up a lot more than I thought. But the knife handled super well. And again, because I do get asked, is there any shock in the handles? I'm a handle guy. I've said this many times, and you can see the knots in this wood. But again, no damage to the edge. Heat treat done perfectly. Edge alignment looked great. So right here, I like wiping it off before I show y'all. There we go. There you go, Scabber. Good job. Really good looking edge, man. Beautiful handles. Beautiful handles. Now right here, Gruggs is a community guy. And I love Gruggs. And he did a shout out to Stefan Klaus, who's just an awesome brother in the blade. Brother Stefan's favorite knife is the D-Bad Preacher. And Gruggs was good enough to do a live tribute to Stefan. So I thought, you know what? I want to do a Friday Fatwood Fire for Gruggsy. He's a community guy. I love the guy. He's a good friend. So Gruggsy, we're going to light this thing up for you, man. Thank you for letting me test this knife, a knife that your son bought you, man. I appreciate this so much. Now, guys, I had shaved up. Again, I probably was out there 2 or 3 hours, seriously, getting stuff ready. Look at the flame. Look at the sparks that thing. Look at that, man. Caught up pretty quick. It did good. We had a little rain going or coming, so I did process up a ton of fat. Now, this is nothing but a pure piece of fat wood right here. I mean, nothing but just some fat bacon. So what I wanted to do, it's a special tribute I kind of learned from Blackie, where we just kind of whittle down a piece of that nice fat wood bacon, and we stick it up in the middle of the fire to let that fire run high. And I did one. This one's for you, Gruggs. Lit it up, man. And again, used the knife to process it all. Sharpened it up where I could stick it down in the stump, brother. I love you. God bless you. Thank you for being who you are, man. And we're just going to let this thing burn. And you see right here, we're putting a point on it. You see the flames kind of high, going high. And in 1 second, you'll see it crawling up. And this one's for you, Gruggsy. Appreciate you, brother. If y'all ain't subscribed to Legion Tacticool, go over there. This LT Wright Forest Trail is badass, son. It's one of my favorite LT Wrights. Let's watch the fire for a few seconds. Love you, brother. Appreciate you. Listen, guys, some quick shout outs before we go. Donnie B All-day is marching to 10,000. Go over there and subscribe to him. Joe, Steel Forged and Fire, Sword and Knife. Just an awesome guy. Awesome brother in the blade. Go over there. He's running to 2,000. Gruggsy, let's get him to 1,000. He's at 811. Let's get him there. And then, of course, one of my favorites, Wingman 115, is trying to get to 50,000. Go over there. Guys, Blade Talk, we got a big announcement coming. You want to be subscribed to Blade Talk. Trust me. Mikey says it best. Everything's going to be all right. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son. Thank you, Gruggs.